off we go from Jacksonville.
And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry from the 38 now. Here's second down and 2.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 21 yards there on third down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Smith now on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Up the right sideline. He's got room past the 30. Travis Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
92 yards.
And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football.
Be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly they script it up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Geno. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the 2nd half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, I'm gun.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's fully Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Geno now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's across midfield.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground with ETN.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. They'll get it inside the 20.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Smith to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Ingram holds it in.
Big strides, look at him go.
He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars.